Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So before talking about today's lesson, I just wanted to thank all of you for your support. It means a lot to me. Indeed, I received many positive feedbacks concerning my English and French videos, so it motivates me a lot. Thank you very much, guys. Concerning today's lesson, we're going to talk about stack views again. Indeed, I thought that maybe one series wasn't enough to understand correctly and deeply this powerful feature, okay? So today we're going to build another UI like this one. It's a welcome page, and we're going to use stack views to create it, okay? It will allow you to reuse your knowledge concerning stack views, and also it will make you practice a little bit more into Xcode, right? So enough talking, let's get started. Okay, now fire up Xcode and create a new Xcode project. Here, we're going to choose single view app and click next. Okay, like this. On this page, you are going to choose the name of your app, which is the product name. Okay, so I'm gonna call it Stack View Design Course EN for English version, and then just leave the rest as it is and click next. Now you have to save your project on your Mac, so choose a folder and create the project. Fine. Okay, before starting anything, we're going to change the simulator to -X like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, right now, before jumping right into main.storyboard, we have to import our images. Indeed, as you can see on our prototype, we have one background with mountains and also two images with two characters. Okay, so it's very simple. You just have to go to assets.exe assets, then you select all of the images and you drag and drop them into the assets.exe assets folder like this. And as you can see, the Farouk image and the U image are provided in only one version, which means that they are provided in PDF format. Okay, so before doing anything else, we are going to click here, preserve vector data for Farouk and U images, which means that whatever the screen resolution will be, the images will remain the same. Okay, now that we have bundled the necessary images in the project, let's move on to the creation of stack views. First, open main.storyboard. And before starting anything, we are going to change the view as -X. Okay. And as you can see on our prototype, we have a background with mountains. And to bring this background, we need a UI image view. And you have to drag and drop it into the view like this. And you are going to resize it to make it fit all the screen like this. Now we are going to give it some layout constraints like this, and then you add 4 constraints. Perfect. Now in the attributes inspector, you are going to choose the background, and as you can see, our background is now fit. And you can also optionally click on clips to bounds in order to make our image fit with the frame. Okay, now as you can see on our prototype, the title and subtitle labels are arranged vertically. Therefore, vertical stack view is a suitable choice. From the object library, drag a vertical stack view object to the view controller in the storyboard, okay? Like this. Next, drag a label from the object library and put it right into the stack view. Like this. And once you drop the label into the stack view automatically embeds it and resizes itself to fit the label. Double click the label and change the title to Farouk Academy. Okay? Then in the attributes inspector, increase the font size to 40 points. Okay? And fonts and change the font style to bold. Like this. Perfect. And finally, change the text color to white. Okay, now as you can see, our stack view is not well placed in the center of the view. So it's very simple. You go to the document outline, you select the stack view, and then you move it manually to the center of the view like this. Okay. Now drag another label from the object library to the stack view. As soon as you release the label, once you have the blue line, the stack view embeds the new label and arranges the two labels vertically, okay? Edit the title of the new label and change it to Learn Swift with Fun, okay? If you've done it correctly, the two labels should be placed inside the stack view. You can verify it by reviewing the objects in the document outline. Okay. Currently, both labels are aligned to the left of the stack view. To change its alignment, you are going to click once on the stack view and then change the alignment to center. Perfect. But before that, we are going to customize a little bit our label. So I'm going to change the font size to 20, the color to white, and also the style to light, like this. Perfect. For our application, we just need to change the alignment, okay, and keep other options intact because we need the labels to be centered, okay? And now, before moving on to the next section, make sure you position the stack view correctly. So we're going to the size inspector, and your stack view needs to be at 30 on X axis and maybe 70 for Y axis, like this. Perfect. Okay, now we are going to lay out the first user image. Okay, so as I said before, in iOS we use image views to display images. So in the object library, select the UI image view and drag it into the view. Okay, once you added the image view, select the attributes inspector, and then the image option has already loaded the available images from the asset catalog. Simply set it to Farouk, like this. In the size inspector, set the width to 100 and the height to 134. Perfect. Now, in order to keep the same aspect for the image, whatever the screen size, we need to go to the document outline, control drag horizontally on the image view of Farouk, okay? In the shortcut menu, select aspect ratio. Perfect. Now we are going to bring the label and put it right beneath the image view like this. Double click and change the title to Farouk, and we're going to customize the color to green like this, and also maybe change the font size to 15. You can manually center it, and now we are going to make a first stack view of these two objects. So in the document outline, choose the Farouk image and also the Farouk label like this, and go here and click on to embed in stack like this. Perfect. So now we have our first stack view. Okay, we are now going to change its spacing to 10 like this, and I'm just going to copy paste this tag view for the other image and the other label like this. Command C, then Command V. So I have another stack view which is the same to the previous one, and now in the document outline you just have to choose the image and go there in the attributes inspector, you choose the U image, and same action for the label, you select it in the document outline, then you're going to the attributes inspector and you are going to change the title to U like this. Okay, and now we are going to embed these two stack views into one by selecting them into the document outline like this, and then you just simply go there and click embed in stack. Perfect. Okay, we are going to change its spacing to 20. Okay, and also the distribution to fill equally. Perfect. Now that we have these two stack views, one with the labels and the second one with the images, we can also embed these two stack views into one. So I select them into the document outline and then you click on embed in stack. Okay, perfect. So now we have our big stack view. We're going to give it some spacing, maybe 20 here. We are going to change the alignment property to fill in the attributes inspector. This ensures the image views are resized automatically on larger screens. Okay, now click the pin button, add new constraints in the layout bar, set the space constraints of the top to 40 and for the left and the right sides to 10. Okay, then click add three constraints. Once you added the constraints, Interface Builder automatically repositions the stack view to the correct position that conforms to your layout constraints. Okay, so now if we try to preview the interface on multiple devices, we see that it looks nice on the iPhone X, also on the iPhone 8 Plus. Same thing for the iPhone 8, but for the iPhone SE, as you can see, the Farouk Academy label is truncated. Okay, so in order to resolve this issue, we are going back to the main.storyboard and we're going to select the label in the document outline like this, Farouk Academy, and in the attributes inspector we're going to look for the auto shrink option and change it to minimum font size. Okay, and now if we go back to preview the interface, you will see that the UI will also be good on the iPhone SE. Perfect. But we haven't finished yet. Let's continue to lay out the two buttons at the bottom of the screen here, okay? First, drag a button from the object library to the view, okay? Like this. Double click the button to name it Sign Up. Okay, in the Attributes Inspector, change its background color to light gray, like this, and text color to black. Cool. In the Size Inspector, set the width to 200 and the height to 40. Perfect. Or maybe not 200 but 150. Then copy paste this UI object, and thus we just have to change its title to Sign In. Very easy. Again, you don't need to set the layout constraints for these buttons. Just let the stack view do the magic for you. Hold the command key and select both buttons like this. Then click the Embed in Stack button in the layout bar to group them in a horizontal stack view, okay? Next, center the stack view horizontally, like this. To add a space between the buttons, select the stack view in the document outline, and in the Attributes Inspector, set the value of spacing to 10. But as you can see, our buttons are narrower than before, so we have to define some constraints for the width and the height. So in the document outline, hold and drag on the line and then choose width and also choose height. Then here we're going to change them manually. So 40 for the height and 300 for the stack view, okay? And as you can see, we have to change the distribution to fill them equally, like this. And now you can replace the stack view in the center manually. Okay, and we are going to give it some constraints. So first of all, we are going to, in the Align button, we are going to choose horizontally in container, like this, and then in the Pin button, we're going to fix the bottom constraint to 20, like this. Perfect. And now I think that we have finished our design. We're going to try it on the iPhone X simulator here. Perfect. And we can also preview the interface in the multiple devices page, like this. And as you can see, whatever the device, our design UI is very perfect. In this tutorial, we are not going to talk about the landscape orientation. I already did it in the previous lesson. So in order to disable this option, go back to the Xcode interface menu here and just deselect landscape left and landscape right, like this. And now if I relaunch the iPhone X simulator, as you can see, if I press command left or command right, my design doesn't change its orientation. It always remains on portrait orientation. Thanks for watching this series till the end. I hope you enjoyed also today's lesson. I think with the previous video and the today's video, you have 2 videos now to understand and practice the stack view. So it's a good thing. Also, if you enjoyed my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you are interested in iOS programming with Swift 4 and Xcode 9 on iOS 11, because I'm going to prepare many tutorials on this topic. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.